missing the girls because so much time has gone by since the pandemic. So, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Danielle McDaniels, and I'm the program coordinator for the Malcolm X location. I would like to extend to all a warm welcome to this year's Girls for Science, Women in STEM fundraiser. I would like to proudly share that my daughter, Summer, is a G4S Girls for Science alum who started with this program when she was in the 7th grade. She then became a lab assistant and is now in her 4th year at NYU College of Arts and Sciences. She'll be studying medicine. So thank you to all the wonderful people in this room tonight and to those here in spirit that have made it possible for my daughter and many others to pursue their STEM aspirations and curiosity on Saturdays for free. I would like to take this time to recognize the Joseph and Bessie Feinberg Foundation as the event sponsor, Cedar Concepts Corporation as the sponsor for the Honorary Award, and Hilton Contemporary as the venue sponsor. Special thanks to all the Girls for Science board members, families, student showcase attendees, program staff, and volunteers for working so hard to make Girls for Science the success that we appreciate today. The Greek philosopher Plato said, "Necessity is the mother of innovation." As humans, we're inspired and naturally inclined to invent new solutions that fulfill a need or solve a problem we face. And with that, thank you, Jackie, for sharing your dream with all of us. To Jackie Lomax, Girls for Science founder and executive director, we appreciate you for your vision, tireless work, humbleness, and faith in the process. You are truly an inspiration. At this time, I would like to introduce our fantastic program director who keeps all the plates and all the plates spinning and all the balls in the air, my friend, Ms. Desiree Brooks.
As I sit here and look around the room, I can just really say that it takes a village to raise a child. I share this love for Girls for Science at a very early age. So when my daughter was 10 years old, and now she's 16, so she was in 5th grade, and now she's a senior in high school. And I look around the room and I see all these young ladies who started off very young. And I noticed when they first started, they were very shy and soft-spoken, and not very, courageous when they would come in and do their assignments. But now they have this loud voice. Now they're ready to take it and attack the assignments, and now they're ready to be these young ladies that are flourishing in STEM. As I look around the room, I want to say thank you to everybody that has given their time and given everything, their heart for these young ladies. This fall, we'll be doing health and wellness, which means the students will be able to learn about CPR. They'll be learning about what it means with the heart. They'll be learning how to dissect a sheep's heart. They'll be also doing health and wellness activities with blood pressure. So they'll be learning overall health, and they'll be learning overall what it takes to go into nursing or medical fields. And this is something important for them if they wanted to choose to go into nursing or any type of medical career. We really, again, want to thank all of our sponsors. We want to thank all of our program coordinators and all of our volunteers that are there with the students every Saturday and deciding what they want to do with the students to make it a good learning environment for them. And we want to thank Miss Jackie for her time and always being patient and being the best manager that I can ever ask for. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Before I begin, I wanted to share that tonight really is a night of firsts. Dr. Ezike, it's an honor to showcase you and hear of your highlights. But I also like to celebrate Toya Hinton. If you're in the room, can you raise your hand? So we met Toya at our Malcolm X Fall STEM event last week, and we learned about her story. And she is the first African-American female to lead her own research clinic. So feel free to talk to her, learn more about her success, but it's an honor for you to bless us tonight. So thank you. I wanted to open tonight just for each of you to keep prayer in your hearts for those countries that are in war and conflict. So much is going on. Even as we were preparing tonight, I received notification of a bomb threat at a local school, but God intervened. So, and thank you for keeping Girls for Science on your prayer list constantly through introducing us to your friends and family, volunteering, answering each and every email. Thank you. So as a mom, you always look for your eggs to hatch. And tonight we're so honored that our eggs are flourishing. They're developing in the 4 Student Showcase honorees. Shreya, Janelle, Cameron, and Amaris. It's been an honor to work with each of you over the last several months, to see your hard work and dedication. You fight through any challenges or any issues that you may have. So it's just been an honor to witness history in each of you. I want to give special recognition to the Joseph and Bessie Feinberg Foundation, because in honor of their work, they will each receive $250. Thank you. And so at this time, I wanted to call each of you up to receive a lapel pin, a Girls for Science exclusive, and Rashonda is going to pin you with your permission, and we also have a thank you card. So Cameron, will you please come up for a photo? Okay, sure. Desiree, you want to come up with us? Desiree and Danielle, Girls for Science staff, for a photo.
Here.
One more. Thank you. Stay close, we got a couple more. Janelle, will you come up for your pin?
Here. One more.
Congratulations, Janelle. Shreya. We're going to take a photo with you.
This one right here. One more.
Amaris, will you come forward? Take a photo. Thank you. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Girls for Science Board Chair, Alan Brazil, and he'll be followed by Dr. Ezike. Thank you.
Pumpkin pie. Almost 12 we ran in the
Thanks for that. Yeah, it took me a while to get up here. I'm still limping around. Again, I want to just give a hand to Jackie Lomax for starting this program. I'm so thankful for her. I'm thankful for all the volunteers, all the people who sponsor what we do. Most importantly for these young ladies, because they made this look so good. They have, every single person who went through this program has gone on to college. So that's something we're very proud of. My daughter Erin is a woman Girls for Science, and I'm eternally grateful because I think that's really where her interest in STEM was really furthered through this program. When Jackie asked me to come to the board, I guess nobody else was available, so she asked me to be there. But I've been glad to serve these for the last 11 years, and it's just a pleasure to be here. I'm here as long as I'm needed, and I'm glad that we have this opportunity to introduce our recipient, our awardee tonight. This is personal for me. Actually, a few years ago, I used to, on the way up to work, I used to work in the Thompson Center, I see this young lady, and I greet her, and I never got to introduce myself to her. And somewhere during that time period, I started seeing her every day on the news for some kind of crisis, probably the biggest crisis we've ever experienced in this state, in this country, perhaps this world, the pandemic. And because of her steady hand and her leadership, we survived that. We were a model. She's a graduate of Harvard University. She got her MD from University of California, San Diego, and she's now the president and CEO of that Sinai Chicago. And I'm just excited that she's the awardee here. I'm going to bring her up because I'm down here, she said. Right. Dr. Ngozi Ezike.
slow, but I didn't do a marathon. I'm just old. I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much, Girls for Science. I'm humbled to be your honoree, but it is very clear just from the hour that I've spent outside in this beautiful space, and Ms. Erica, thank you for allowing us to use this beautiful space. It's very clear who the real honorees are, and it's these young people who have grown that love for STEM and are going to be the pioneers and the leaders of tomorrow and next tomorrow. So I want to thank the G4S for having me. I want to thank the founder, Lomax, and all the board members, the chair of the board, and all the volunteers who actually make this organization move forward. I also need to thank my special guest. My husband is here, and I don't know where, but somewhere. And my daughter, who she's a freshman in high school, and I will say that, you know, she's the mouth. And so we were like, oh my gosh, lawyer all day long. But she went to this wonderful program at the Illinois Math and Science Academy over the summer and boarded there and got to do all these great experiments. And she's like, yeah, I really like science. And now as a freshman in high school, she said, Mom, I'm the class representative for GSTEM, Girls in STEM at our high school. I'd also like to say a big thank you to Mr. Michael Hayes and his wife Kathleen, who are members of the board of directors at Sinai. Thank you for the support and for being here. So I heard a lot about FIRST, and my take on FIRST, like I was the first born in my family. I was the first one to go on and be a doctor on any side of my family. I was the first African-American woman to train in my medicine and pediatrics program at Rush. I was the first Black woman to be the director of IDPH. I'm the first Black woman to be the CEO of Sinai. While that is something, the goal after being the first is to be able to open the door and sweep up the shards of glass so that you can make it easier for the second and the third and the fourth to go through. And it's really what this organization is able to do by increasing the opportunities for fields where we are not represented as women. And being over half of the population, it makes no sense that we're not fully represented. So whether we are going to be computer scientists or climate change advocates, or help increase the food supply for the world, or have the self-driving cars or airplanes, it all starts with STEM. And so this foundation and the love that's being nurtured is really creating a brighter future for ourselves. And I'm so glad to be a part of this day and the great work that's done. I am just wishing for confidence and steadfastness as the women who go through this program understand that science is fascinating. And it can also be very challenging. And so whatever our paths are, if you're doing an experiment and maybe you had a hypothesis and it turns out that was completely wrong, it's still part of the process. So understanding that going forward, even if it turns out that you were initially on the wrong path, that is still the path to the right path, because you eventually find what you need to do and get where you need to go. So science is just such an incredible field, and whatever people decide to do with it, all doors are open to you, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. I know someone, I think Ms. Cameron will hopefully find herself in Champaign next year, and just if you look around the room and talk to some of the people, I am humbled by just the amount of badass women. We already heard about Toya having her own clinical research lab. I met a math professor. I met a woman who's been flying since she was 16 and is now creating opportunities for other women to start flying. I met a material science engineer. Some of us are like, what's that? So there are so many incredible women STEM leaders that are in here, and I'm excited to be a part of this and excited to help forward the important work that this organization does. So thank you for this honor, and thank you for letting me be a part of this very, very special night.
Alan, will you join me with presenting Dr. Ezike 2023 Honorary Award?
Thank you. Thank you.
And so at this time, I wanted to recognize Dr. Elizabeth Copper. She's been our STEM coach for the last 2 years. Her bio is in the program book. She's a retired CPS STEM teacher, Golden Apple recipient, and she's also the director of CPS Student Science Fair Week. Thank you for this. Danielle, you want to take a photo with us?
Alright, everyone, I hear this mouth right here. Good. There, very good.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Albert. This will conclude our event, but Girls for Science is still live through the website. We encourage you to share our text to give, the back of your program, 773-692-4786. The line is open. Text the word STEM to help us continue to sponsor the activities you're enjoying today. Special recognition again to Erica Hilton. Thank you for this space. It's truly one of a kind, and we continue to bless your work. Thank you for sharing. So please continue to enjoy our students, rolling buffet, the bar is open, and have a great night.